Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of Poems and Stories. Today we have a short and sweet one called The Rebel Cow. At the time the War of the Revolution was fought, Cynthia Smith was living on a plantation in South Carolina. Her 8th birthday was July 4th, 1776. On that day, two great events occurred. One was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The other was the gift to Cynthia of a red and white calf. When her father told her that she might have the little calf for her own, she was wild with delight. Later, she heard her father read the Declaration of Independence from a paper. She did not understand all of it, but she liked very much the sentence, "All men are created free and equal." And she named her young calf Free and Equal. Free and Equal fully deserved such a name. She considered herself the equal of every man on the plantation. She obeyed no one. She kicked up her legs and scampered about the fields as she pleased, and would come to the barn only when Cynthia called her. By the time the calf had grown to be a cow, she and Cynthia had become great friends. One day, Cynthia's father and her two brothers marched away to join the army of General Washington. Then Cynthia went off oftener than ever to the barn to talk to the cow. Sometimes she sat on the hay and knitted stockings and mittens for her brothers. At one time, the British Army camped within a few miles of the plantation. The soldiers, as they marched through the country, took the wheat and corn of the farmers, and their horses and cattle as well. One day, when Cynthia came home from a neighboring farm, her mother met her with a grave face. "Cynthia," she said, "they have taken away Free and Equal." "Who?" cried Cynthia. "The British soldiers. They tied a rope around her horns and drove her away." Cynthia said not one word. She went to the stable, saddled her pony, and rode at full speed to see Lord Cornwallis, the general of the British Army. When she came to the general's quarters, the sentinels tried to stop her, but she dashed past. "I must see Lord Cornwallis," she said. She found Lord Cornwallis and some of his officers eating dinner together in the house. Cynthia stood in the doorway and made a curtsy. Lord Cornwallis looked up and saw her. "What do you want, my child?" he asked. "I am Cynthia Smith," she said, "and your men have taken my cow, Free and Equal. I have come to fetch her home, if you please." "You have come for your cow?" "Yes, sir. They tied a rope around her horns and dragged her away. She never would have gone with them willingly." "Where do you live?" asked the general. "I live 3 miles away with my mother." "Have you no father?" "My father is fighting with General Washington, and so are my brothers." "Oh, they are rebels, are they?" "Yes, sir, they are. We are all rebels here." "Ah, then you are a bit of a rebel yourself." "Yes, sir, indeed I am." "And your cow, I suppose she is a rebel too?" "I think she would be if she had 2 legs instead of 4. I have tried to bring her up well." At this Lord Cornwallis laughed, and his officers too. "Come here, my little maid," he said. "I promise you that your cow shall be safe in your barn tomorrow evening." Then he took off a pair of silver knee buckles which he wore, and gave them to Cynthia. "Perhaps you will like to keep these," he said, "to help you remember this day." Cynthia took the shining buckles, dropped a curtsy, and went away. "Gentlemen," said Lord Cornwallis to his officers, "this country is certain to be free if all the rebels are as brave as this one." Legend of South Carolina. Like I said, very short and sweet today to make up for the very long one we had last night. As a reminder, all of the verbiage in this book is read verbatim to the best of my ability, and any words or phrases that may be inappropriate or offensive are not intended as such and do not reflect my personal or political views. Again, if you are a book restorer and have any interest in restoring any of the books that I feature on this channel, I would absolutely love to speak with you, as I do wish to keep my books for as long as possible and perhaps pass them down to the next generations. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment letting me know what you like, don't like, or if you have a book that you would like to donate to this cause that is no longer in print, preferably more than 50 years old, that would be great. This is Old Weird Books. I don't care what the content is. We're going to dive in. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.